Happy New Year. It's 2024. I hope you haven't shattered your New Year's resolution yet. I mean, we're only what are we? 12 hours or 18 hours into the new year. So here's hoping that your New Year's resolution is still going. Halftime at the Rose Bowl, where Michigan leads Alabama 13-10, and Jalen Milroe 53 yards. McCarthy with 115. Blake Corum, 9 carries for 51 yards in this one. Will Reichard just popped a 50-yard field goal just before the half to get the Crimson Tide to within 3. I think Alabama's in trouble in this one. Their defense playing well offensively. Milroe just cannot get any time. All right. So, what a great turnout in the votes for our game of the year. And again, our four finalists were O'Galley Rockledge District Championship Football, Oviedo Vieira Regional Finals Volleyball, Vieira St. Thomas State Semifinal Soccer, and of course the Space Coast Panthers 14U football team in the MFYC Super Bowl. The vote turnout was tremendous for two groups in particular. We got some votes for O'Galley Rockledge. We got a few votes for Vieira Volleyball. But the majority of the votes came in for Vieira Soccer and for Space Coast Panther 14U Football. And at one point today, the Vieira Hawk soccer team was winning in the vote total by anywhere from 10 to 12. But a late surge on social media by the Space Coast Panthers youth football and cheer program pushed the 14U Space Coast Panthers Super Bowl champs over the top, and they are our game of the year as the Space Coast Panthers score 2 touchdowns in a 1 minute and 47-second span to win the 14U MFYC Super Bowl. And that wasn't the only one that day. They won. They captured the 6, the 10, the 12, and the 14U Super Bowl as well. At one point in this game, BSN Analytics, and when I say BSN Analytics, I mean me, went back and watched this game and kind of dove into how ESPN calculates their percentage to win theories and how they do the math on that. I kind of got a feel for that and went back and kind of did the same thing on the Space Coast U Panther football game. And what I was able to find out is with 1 minute and 47 seconds to play in the game, with the Panthers trailing 18-12 and the ball on their own 6-yard line facing a 4th and 7, they had just a 4% chance to win the football game in regulation. Simply a remarkable day for Coach Winford Strickland and his 2023 MFYC 14U champs. So congratulations to the Space Coast Panthers and the 14U football team, as they are our winners for our game of the year. And there are a lot of standouts in this game. So what we're going to do now is we are going to replay the entire fourth quarter of that game. It's about 39 minutes long. The video will start with the 2 touchdowns that they scored in the third quarter. Now, Space Coast trailed this game midway through the third quarter, 12-0, and then came all the way back to win this thing. And it was truly a blessing to be able to call this game. But without further ado, and congratulations, too, by the way, to the Vieira girls volleyball team, the O'Galley Commodores football team, and the Vieira soccer team, who, oh, by the way, I calculated that percentage as well, a 2% chance to win that game with 90 seconds to go to score 2 goals. 2%. That's all they had. But this was a vote that was left up to you, our fantastic viewers, and I hope you had a great night last night and a great New Year's Day today. And I hope the rest of this football game between Alabama and Michigan is good. And I hope the one between Washington and Texas tonight is as well. But I do know a football game that was phenomenal, and it is the fourth quarter of the Space Coast Panthers 14U Super Bowl or MFYC Super Bowl championship. So congratulations to the Space Coast Panthers. And here is that fourth quarter here on the Brevard Sports Network. For Space Coast at the moment is Jaquavis Sanders. He's going to keep it, cut back. He is in for a Space Coast Panther touchdown. Space Coast matches the opening drive score by West Tampa with an opening third quarter drive of their own for a score. And with 7:59 to play in the third quarter, the Panthers have pulled to within 6 on the rushing touchdown by Sanders. Rogers back there to punt, and he gets right through there. He's got to let it go. He's open. It's caught. What a play. And he's gone. Touchdown, Space Coast Panthers on an improbable, busted fourth down play. Unbelievable. Do you believe what you just saw?
No.
Unreal. He was looking to drop kick that ball. The lineman got beat on the play. He had to spin. He improv'd it, and he hit the gunner on a pass. Unbelievable. And that speedster, by the way, Nasiah Tyson. MFC Super Bowl. Caleb, show them what they're going to be getting here. There's the beautiful hardware, belts, and all of it coming up as the players get set to go back to the line. They get a trophy that actually looks like the Lombardi. There's the runner-up trophy there, and there's the Butte right there. All right, you might want to bring us back here. We get ready to run the play. But that's what they're vying for here today. And back in the game is Adrian Gray on 3rd and 5. Now they can pick up a first down. You can't miss Gray. He's in a bright yellow jersey. He's got Preston Beckham to his left. He's going to throw. Sets up. Too short. He says, that's on me. Yes, sir, young man, it is. And that'll bring up 4th down. So again, a critical situation here for the Space Coast Panthers. The last time this situation happened for West Tampa, it was 4th and 1. They had a chance clearly up the middle to pick up the first down, but they did not. And the Panthers would make them pay. 9:56. It's still a one-score game. Gray. Yep, that's how you do it. But the Panthers, oh my goodness, what another great run. He's going to be close. This is going to be close. And, yep, it is a first down. And that's how you do it. You run it right up the gut. And how about the job that Preston Beckham did there of picking that first down up? Or did they get it? We're going to need a measurement here. That is going to be ultra close, man.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, ultra close. They're going to have to bring the chains in. This is the game. I mean, really, when you think about it, they got a first down. It's 1st and goal from 5.5. They don't. It's Space Coast ball. And you can't see the clock right now because there are injured players down. But they're up, so you can. Well, he's getting up. They're going to have to measure this. That's Preston Beckham, and I know there's a sigh of relief if Beckham walks off on his own. What are the referees doing? I mean, that was fourth down, was it not?
I thought so.
Here comes the measurement. All right, Caleb's going to zoom in on it.
All right, folks, there's the football,
and
that's as good of a shot.
A little higher up. Go a little higher. There you go. Little blurry, pixelated because we have to zoom in, but you'll see it. They're going to pull that chain back, stretch it. It is going to be tight. I think they're maybe by the nose of the football. Got it, or by the nose of the football short. No, I think they're short.
Put the chain closer to the football.
Well, they're getting there.
The nose of the football.
The nose of the football. Oh, no. He said it's a first down.
That's what I was saying. The nose of the football barely crossed.
So there you go. Both coaches take a peek. And, man, you want to talk about close? That's close.
Where's Gene with the index card?
It's 2023. Where is laser technology? How can one man decide where that football should go? That's ridiculous. They still do that. You got laser technology for everything else in sports, right? Instant, right? How does one man spot a football nose short or nose good? 9:44 to go. First and goal to go for the Spartans. Gray turns, gives Simmons Jr. inside, and he'll be stopped. By Jaquavius Sanders. Second and goal, and, the Space Coast only got one timeout left, so. That's all four of his captains right there as Coach Denzel Singleton calls the play. If it's me, I'm either giving it to Simmons and I'm putting Gray again as my lead blocker out front, or I reverse it. We've seen that play so effective. They only got 10 guys on the field. West Tampa's only got 10 guys on the field. And there's a flag there. Comes flying in. West Tampa ran that play with 10 guys on the field.
And still picked up.
Well, let's check the flag here. Let's see what it is. That official throws that flag. It's either a hold or a face mask. But I think he was too far up for a hold. Nope, guess not, because that's going to come back on the Spartans. Don't know where there could be a hold in there as you're pushing the pile forward. But okay. That's a killer, though, because that is a 10-yard penalty. And that'll make it second and goal from the 15 now. 8:26. No sense of urgency, and that's okay when you have the lead. As long as you don't take too much time. The clock is running here. Yeah, I get that, the runs up the middle. But now I'm following blockers here. I'm letting my guys use their speed here on the outside. We'll see if he goes. He's going to throw this ball to Simmons across the middle. Looking, throws, and that's just great coverage there. Nice coverage. That was either Rashad Rucker or Ricardo Berry on that coverage, either 8 or 6. I can't tell with that jersey.
I'm getting 8.
All right, that's Rashad.
I zoomed in with the camera. You'll be able to confirm it.
So it's 3rd down and goal now. 2 downs to get to the end zone here. Let's see what Washington, Gray, and the Spartans have up their sleeve. An offsides penalty will get them 5 yards closer. So it'll be 3rd and goal now from the 10. You know what? I'm going to tell you what I would do. You know what I would do? I'd run it on 2 again. I'd try to draw them offsides again one more time here. Push me back down another 5 yards. Gray gives. Oh, he's got a hole. Can he get to the pylon? He's being pushed. No, he can't. Nice play. Great angle on that play taken by Deion Bland. Bland didn't try to get fancy. He just edged him out of bounds, and that's huge with 7:20 to go. And it's now 4th and goal from the 3.5 yard line. Great job by Bland. Great angle. Here we go, folks. They break the huddle. Space Coast. West Tampa. Gray going to throw it. Does. And great coverage in the corner of the end zone.
That's number 8.
That is one more time. Arshad Rucker with great coverage. Again, he makes a play. He was not going to get mossed, and it's a turnover on downs. And Space Coast with 7:15 to play. It's 1st and 90 to tie this one up. +90, actually.
So we're placing it at the 3.
Yeah, 1st and 97. That takes me back to an old school football game. For anybody out there that's an NFL fan like myself and my age, you'll remember the 97 yards John Elway needed to go against the Cleveland Browns after the Ernest Biner fumble. I actually hosted a Ravens pregame show with Ernest Biner for a season. And Ernest wrote a book called Everybody Fumbles. I wanted to tell him so bad so many times in that show, no, Ernest, everybody doesn't. Kidding, of course. And here comes Space Coast trotting a player on with 5 seconds on the play clock. Come on, guys. He gets set. Who's the quarterback? Not much there. Maybe a 1.5 yard pickup. From a Wildcat formation.
3.
Looked like number 3 there.
Yep.
Or Daquan Johnson. 6:50 to go. Look, Space Coast has got to hurry up a little bit here, and the reason is because if they don't get in the end zone, you want to get the ball back. You only have 1 timeout left. $6:25 to play, 18-12. West Tampa on top here. And this is Bland, and Bland is all kinds of being stacked up. That's a flag is down. I know that probably shocks you, but it was 2nd and 7, and the call is going to be illegal shift. Declined. Good decline, and it'll be 3rd down now. Just like that. That play went nowhere for Space Coast. In fact, I believe they lost yards on it. It'll be 3rd. They did. It'll be 3rd down. A lot of yards. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. So, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, because if you get the 4th down, I don't know what they're going to do. You know, I mean, they faked the punt. They scored a touchdown on a fake punt, sort of. Johnson, the quarterback, he's going to follow Bland. He tries to get outside. He's got room. They cut the angle, though, and there's a flag for a hold. It's coming back. Grabbed him by the back. Cannot do that. I decline this. No, you can't, because I'm sorry, you can't decline it. Yeah, so you got to back him up. My bad. That's an idiotic comment by me. My apologies. He had a 1st down, but that was actually a hold where it made a difference on the play because that guy had a real good chance to make the tackle if he wasn't held. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 again, and I do the same play if I'm Space Coast to the other side. To the strong side here, which is the right side of the field. Bland looks like Bland's not going to take the snap. It's going to be the speedster back there, and they were ready for it. And now it's going to be 4th and 7. The speedster is Nasiah Tyson. So 4th down and 6. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? 5:13 to play. I mean, if it's me, I punt. But I've said that before, so. And we're going to get a timeout. Panthers are going to use their last timeout here. And they're going to talk about this. And, I guess if you have to, you have to. But 4:57 to go in this one. And this, obviously, if they've taken a timeout to discuss this, they're going for this. Because you don't burn your last timeout and punt the football.
Nope.
I mean, right?
Logically, you are correct.
Yeah.
However.
Well, we'll see.
Well, no, I just.
We've seen illogical things happen.
That's where I was going.
Right, yeah. So I'm not sure. Nothing more illogical than the last 4th down play.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean.
Right. No, I hear you. Way to verbalize that.
I mean, I was going that direction.
AJ, I hear you. They have put. Oh, Space Coast does get 15 seconds back on the clock, so it's 5:12 on there. Here we go. 4th down and 7, 6. Call it a short 7, long 6, and they're going for it. And I would think they would be after the timeout. And Deion Bland will send out number 7. Keep your eye on him. I can see a throw it up situation here to DeLorean Rogers, who threw the last touchdown pass. And he won't be the quarterback. The quarterback rolls. He's just going to let it go. He does. Guess what? He's open. It's caught. Oh, my goodness. That's exactly what he did. He turned, he rolled, I tell you what, how do you not cover him up? That is the tallest guy on the field, and he ran right by the defenders, and a good throw that time by Jaquavius Sanders, and he hits DeLorean Rogers down the sidelines, and the Panthers, for the second consecutive time, pull one out of the hat on fourth down. And timeout on the field for the water break. Don't go anywhere. 4:42 to play, 18-12. First and 10 at the 45 of Space Coast. That set the table for you. 4:42 to play. The Panthers just completed a 4th and 7 for 38 yards. And the ball down the sidelines to DeLorean Rogers. And nobody in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. This is Dion. He tries to get outside. He will not. That's a horse collar tackle. That'll be 15 yards. And that'll put the football on the West Tampa side of the field, but it's definitely a horse collar. And the head official may be debating the fact that he grabbed by the back, but I thought he had all jersey. They might be picking this up. Yeah, I didn't think. He just grabbed him by the jersey. They didn't grab him by the actual collar there, which is what the rule is. If that guy didn't see that jersey, then he shouldn't be standing on those sidelines today. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
I mean, that's just an opinion. That's it. You can't. That's the second flag they've picked up that he's thrown today. 2nd and 8. Just saying. And when you get a game with 20 penalties in it, come on. 2nd and 8, 4:13. This is Messiah Tyson. Tyson wiggles his way for a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4 now. As the Space Coast Panthers have already proved, they don't care if it's 3rd or 4th. They're gonna pull the magic out of the hat whenever. Messiah Tyson, actually this is not Messiah, and this will be short. And here we go again as Traquan Johnson is stopped a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1. You're obviously going for this. So, again, you don't want to try to get fancy here and get outside. He's got no timeouts left. So, you can't call a timeout to talk about it. You got to go for it. If you're the quarterback, you tell all your guys, I would huddle up. Tell all my guys to make sure they get set. But 4th and 1, here we go. And they're just going to get, oh, what a fake. That's just a great fake. Everybody went to Bland, and Jaquavius Sanders kept it. He picks the 1st down up. That was probably the play of the game by Sanders, even over the throw that he made on 4th down, because that's a heck of a fake there. Because if he hands that ball to Deion Bland, they don't get the 1st down. 1st and 10 now, ball at the West Tampa 40. 2:20 to go. Throws, and one-handed grab by Bland. He's skirting down the sidelines, and he'll be knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 7 or 8. Not sure why Bland's not. Bland, he cannot, with the amount of personal foul penalties, the coach has got to grab him and say, stop running your mouth, get back in the huddle. First, second, and 4. This is Nasiah Tyson trying to get outside. Cuts back. Look at that move. That's all Tyson on that run right there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but they got another Space Coast first down. And the out of bounds will stop the clock with 1:59 to play. And that was just a heck of a run by Tyson. Jaquavius Sanders on the carry to the sidelines, out of bounds, and there's 15 more. He hit him by the fence. A very undisciplined play. And that will give them first and goal to go. That's about as blatant of out of bounds hit as you're going to see. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous with what's on the line that you would make that play. 18-12. .152 to go here. The lead is 6 for West Tampa, but to say they're clinging to it at the moment would be an understatement. This is Bland inside the tackle, and they stop him, and he'll pick up maybe 3, so it'll be second and goal from about the 7. We got a flag down here, an illegal shift. I don't believe he understands what an illegal shift is. Did you see a shift at all on that play?
Negatory.
.146 to go. That'll back him up 5 yards. Will we get a Spartan red zone stop or a Panther touchdown? Still on his feet as Draquan Johnson with the carry. Draquan picks up 4. It'll be second and goal from the 11. 1:15 to go. Space Coast trying to get in. Straight up the gut. Stopped. Third and goal. They don't, and there's more flags. 2 more flying. And it's just undisciplined play right here. I'm sorry. These flags should have been thrown on this. Ridiculous. You got to be more disciplined than this. And they have thrown him out of the game. So we got an ejection here. And not only is it, see who they threw out. Somebody's got to come out. .105 to go. And the player that has been tossed is Kamani Johnson Jackson. Here we go. Third down, half the distance here. And goal from the 4.5 to 5. 1:05 to play. This is touchdown! Deion Bland. He kept it. Everybody went inside. Bland went out. And with 59.2 seconds to go, the Panthers have tied it up and can take the lead for the first time today on the conversion.
Wow.
I'm stunned.
I can't finish a word, Alan.
And Bland, wide run the same play again. This time it's to Tyson. He gets outside, cuts back. Tyson in. He is stopped at the goal line. Did he get in? Let's wait for the signal. Didn't we have this before with the Rockledge youth team a couple of years ago?
I think we did.
Let's see if the arms go up. This is the game. See, this is terrible. Terrible. No good. They stopped it. No good. It looked like Messiah Tyson had a head of steam. I don't know who grabbed him at the goal line, but I know he grabbed him. And with 59.2 seconds to play, we could be headed to overtime. 18-18. Wow. This is not over yet. If you have watched this game, you have seen everything, including 23 penalties. Of those 23 penalties, 17 personal foul penalties. Unbelievable. Key play of that drive was the hit out of bounds.
Exact same play from the Rock 10U Super Bowl a couple years back.
That's what it was. That's what we said. TJ Fluker, we were here for that. They needed that to tie the game, though.
Yeah.
And they didn't get it. And, that was wild. That was a wild game that day. We broadcast that game.
Yeah.
Craziness. But if you're Deion Bland here, you just need to crush this thing. Don't try to get fancy with it. Just boot it. And that's what he does, and he does a heck of a job at it. That ball's going to roll all the way down. Oh, Space Ghost! Space Ghost has recovered it! Space Ghost has recovered it! Unbelievable! All the way down the field and recovering the ball was Avonte Davis. Nobody went back to pick the ball up. Unbelievable. And now the Panthers with 57 seconds and the ball at the 16-yard line with a chance to win it. And if you're Space Coast right now, West Tampa's coming out with their hands on their hips. They're upset. They're mad. You gotta execute. And if you're West Tampa and you're a leader on this team, you need to grab your teammates and just say, "Hey, let's just go get this stop. Nothing stupid. No hits out of bounds, and let's go to overtime and go win this thing."
57.
57 seconds. 57 seconds. The 60-yard onside kick. Going to follow his blocks that time and nowhere to go. And he doesn't have any timeouts. So Space Coast has got to fly back to the line of scrimmage, and that's not going to help. as they've got an injured player down on the field, so they'll stop the clock with 47.4 seconds. Now they say wind the clock because the injured player is up. They got to hurry here. Got to be smart about this. Jaquavius Sanders. This is not he. This is Johnson, and that's just a great hit and a smart play there that time by Preston Beckham to tackle him and walk away. But he does get out of bounds, so it will stop the clock.
No,
why are they saying wind the clock? He was clearly out of bounds.
They're saying he was hit. His knee went down in bounds. Is what they're saying.
No, they're not. They stopped it. They stopped it. 19.9 seconds. They're telling right now to put 5 seconds back on the clock. It'll be 24. Should be 24.3 seconds put back on that clock. As the white hat has the walkie-talkie in his hand, and they're trying to get the scoreboard fixed here as they put time back on. It should be 24, somewhere in the 24-second range. They're saying 29. Okay, so 29 seconds. That benefits Space Coast even more. So here we go. Sanders, the quarterback. He's got Deion Bland. Give to Bland. Bland cuts back inside again. Go down. You got to go down. You can't fight this with the time on. Once you're stopped, go down and get back to the line of scrimmage. Space Coast got to hurry. 16 seconds. Clock jumped from 16-1 to 12-7 to 13-4 to 11-2. I have no idea how much time is left. Yeah, that clock is crazy. They're rolling. Throws it up. Bland back. He catched it. He catched it. Touchdown! Space Coast, unbelievable, back in the corner of the end zone, and the Panthers have snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Unbelievable catch by Deion Bland on a throw from Jaquavius Sanders, and that's the end of the ball game. Can you believe that? Holy smokes. What an ending. There were 3 defenders there, 3 of them. And he lofted that ball in the corner of the end zone. And Deion Bland, with the play of the day, not only catches that football, but he gets a foot in for the touchdown. Congratulations to the Space Coast Panthers. Unbelievable. On one of the ugliest games you'll see has a purdy outcome.
Yeah.
How about it? Unreal. The graphic. Come on, man. Congratulations to Coach Winford Strickland, Justin Capel, John Tavius Jordan, Benjamin Jordan, Larry Shivers, Cameron Taylor, and Team Mom Avis Preston as the Space Coast Panthers are your 2023 MFC Super Bowl champions. All right, that'll wrap up the broadcast here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, Caleb?
Give or take about 10 minutes.
Give or take about 10 minutes, and we'll start the, where are we going, 12U?
10U.
10U game coming up. This will be a shocker, but it's between West Tampa and Space Coast. Congratulations to both teams. I would say on a well-played game, but that was an ugly game. But if you're a Space Coast fan, it certainly had a great outcome. How about the finish? And the 2 touchdowns at the end scored by Deion Bland. He is our player of the game. And just a magnificent performance by him. For Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski once again, one more time on the final play of the game. The Space Coast Panthers did not lead this football game until the 40-minute mark, and they let it when it mattered. Space Coast 24, West Tampa 18.